Happy New Year. If you've not made a New Year's resolution yet, why not make one today and subscribe to the channel? Big thumbs up and enjoy the series. This is To Be a Legend, and we've lost our first league game. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two home games in the Vanarama National League North. The first game against Chester, the second game is a local derby against Fylde. Since you were last with us, which I believe was the games against Gateshead and Farsley, a 5-1 win against Gateshead in the National League North and a 3-3 draw against Farsley, with a hat-trick from Harry Cardwell. Since then, we've been on a nice, tidy little run, or certainly part of a 2-1 win against Boston. We have been struggling, needless to say. So really, the 3-3 draw against Boston was the beginning of our struggles, as it were. We took the lead in this game. Equaliser from the penalty spot for them, and then Harry Cardwell getting the winning goal after 34 minutes. And then it was really a case of hanging on. As you'll see up here, they had 31 shots, 10 of which were on target, with an XG of 3. Our XG was 0.93, so they were mugged, I suppose you could say. Possession was useless as well. So as I say, Boston was the beginning of our little run. I suppose it really started with Farsley, but Boston really was a lucky affair, I should say. And then we were lucky again, really, against Guiseley. Not quite so bad, obviously, compared in shots. Still down on possession, and a 1.38 XG against there, 0.68. So in that instance, we probably did deserve to win it. They had a goal disallowed. Oh no, sorry, that was an own goal from Irwin after 22 minutes. Harry Cardwell equalising after 45, just before half time, and either side of half time, and then scoring another one after 47 minutes to give us the win. And you can see the yellow cards starting to accumulate, obviously because of the frustrations that thus is causing. So 2-2-1s, and then we seem to pick up a little bit of form again. A 4-1 win against Darlington, an own goal by Nicky Hunt, another goal by Harry Cardwell, Lewis Riley and Charlie Ball coming on as a substitute, scoring after 90 minutes, so just 1 minute into injury time. And then we met York, a 1-1 draw against York. Super sub Ball coming on and finding the equaliser after 76 minutes. We were goal down after 15 minutes and struggling to get back into the game. Again, the XG against us, as you will see. Equal on shots, not quite so many on target. And again, lower on possession. So again, I think we were lucky in that game, to say the least. And then we come to a sudden and grinding halt against Telford. Away from home, we lost, and as you'll see, they had 24 shots, 14 of which were on target, a 1.36 XG compared to a 0.94. No muggings going on this time, but our possession was up, so we had more of the possession, but not producing anything, and they really put us to the sword, as it were. So we need to pick up after that with 2 home games. As you see, we've had 3 away games on the trot. So a couple of home games and a couple of wins maybe will set us maybe back on our way. What does that look like table-wise? Let's have a quick look. You'll see we are still top of the table, having played 22 games halfway through the season now. 17 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss. 34 goal difference, 55 points, 10 points ahead of Hereford, albeit they do have a game in hand. So realistically, that is possibly only 7 points. And then next in the table are York, who are on the same amount of games played as us, and 44 points. And then Kidderminster Harriers in fourth on 41 points from 21 games, a game in hand there. So they could well be equal to York as it currently stands. So today's games against Chester and Fylde. Chester currently are down here somewhere. Where have we lost them? Oh yes, 21st. So they are in the bottom. So hopefully we can pick that up. But as we well know, we aren't particularly fantastic against sides near the bottom. And then we are playing Fylde, who are currently 10th on 31 points. They've won 9, drawn 4 and lost 9 as it currently stands. What else has been going on? Well, we are out of the transfer embargo. I can't remember if that was in the last episode. We are now have been taken over by the Supporters Association. They've not invested any more money or anything really going on, so we're still over our wage budget by about £1,200, £1,300 at this point. But when it comes to club vision, which we now appear to have either crashed the game or got stuck, one of the two. There we go. Still got this issue with this where we finished lost in the third round and it says failed. The board are disappointed that the team only achieved first round. Well, no, we didn't. We got through to the third round. Bonehead. But yeah, so no real issues here at the moment, and they're reserving judgment on the work within the wage budget. So we'll see where that goes. We have a little bit of time, and I think if we carry on as we are, I think we will possibly be all right, or we'll get the sack, and then we have to move on. That's the nature of the save, as it is. So, transfer-wise, obviously because of the embargo, nothing has happened since you were last with us. To my knowledge, Dylan Meredith, still the last person in October on a free transfer. He's not happy because we haven't played him. And Tyler Garrett was the last outgoing player who went to Wrexham way back in August, and I think he went out after we came in. Yes, so that is the roundup of what's been going on since you were last with us, methinks. There he is, Dylan Meredith. Coach's report, he's the 4th best player on the wing there, so he's not going to get a lot of game time as it currently stands, but he's back up because of injury. So high time on episode 6 to move through to our first game of the episode. And here we are, the team for the game against Chester. A complete change in formation, as you will see. We've gone to a attacking 4-2-3-1 wide, and we're just going to see how this goes out, since we've been finding it difficult of late. Familiarity is quite good, intensity is quite good as well. So this is the team that we're going to put out. Irwin in goal, Hines, Baines, Leather and Gumphy in defence. Very familiar defensive unit. Walker and Collins in front of them, and then on our new attacking lineup in front of them, we've got Ogunby on the left, Riley in central attacking midfield, Newby on the right, and Cardwell up front. On the bench we have Taylor, Trotman, Shenton, Ball and O'Malley. So that is our lineup for this game. So let's go through and see how we can get on in this game, and hopefully it's a winning formation. Bit of a change to our usual, and we have the ability to change if we need to. Hands in pockets, hands together, hands on hips. Right, okay, outstretched, no. Pump fist, no. Point finger. I expect to see much better performance from you today. Get out there and do it, especially at home. And away we go. Chester having the kick-off, and a foul straight away. A yellow card for their player Taylor with just 20 seconds gone. Free kick, but clearly that came to nothing. We have also changed our corner settings as well, so as you know from previous episodes, our corners not really amounting to much, so Cardwell with the first chance for us there. Not amounting to much, so we've tried to change that up a little bit as well. We'll see how that pans out as the game progresses. Newby now gets the ball across looking for Ogunbi. Ogunbi gets a shot in, but only blocked by the defender, and the defender puts it out for a throw-in. We have a free kick now. Walker with the free kick straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. So nothing doing there. Irwin with the long ball forward. And they have an attack which is putting us under pressure. Not quite sure what was going on there. Tried to be cleared and headed clear in the end. We'll see now a clear-cut chance as they come in. Caught our defence a bit flat-footed there. Leather kicked the ball and Hines headed it out of danger. They have a free kick now, but Newby heads it clear. Good bit of defending from Newby there, and that was cut out. Good defending as well, but only as far as them. They are putting us under a bit of pressure, and a free kick given away by Walker in a reasonably dangerous position. Depends whether he goes for the shot, which he is going for, and it was wide. Thankfully, distance was about right for him, clearly. So they've come back into the game after the early skirmishes. We don't seem to have been able to hang on to the ball, really. Ogunbi tries to win it, nearly, but they are holding on to possession a little bit, which has also just recently been our downfall of not having the possession stats in our favour, and that was a long shot, and thankfully again a bit way off target. They are gradually getting themselves back in, and mainly on possession as well. We need to start to win a few balls here, and we'll see at half time who's not really producing the goods for us. And that was a given away. Newby with the ball forward looking for Ogunbi. Ogunbi heads it on for Cardwell, and Cardwell's shot is blocked. Ogunbi on the follow-up, and that's going out for a throw-in on this near side. It's going down as a clear-cut chance, and Newby with the elevated ball. Nice head on by Ogunbi, and Cardwell couldn't get his shot away quick enough, really. So with 32 minutes gone, I think it's high time we give him a shout and demanded that little bit more, please. The only thing we don't know with this tactic is how well we can come back if we go a goal down. Fortune there tackling whoever that was, Collins, twice, and actually coming away with the ball. Defence getting back into shape, and as such they've had to push the ball back. Collins cuts it out. Gumphy forward to Cardwell. Cardwell back to Gumphy. Not sure how Cardwell is going to get on, and he has put the ball away this time. So, tactic working to date. And we'll look at that again as Cardwell has the initial push back to Gumphy. Gumphy forward. Riley heads it down to Newby. Newby puts it into the path of Cardwell. And this time, Cardwell has enough room to put it away. And a nice assist from Newby, who's back in the side in this formation. Probably more familiar in that attacking role on that right side. And that one well wide, thankfully. Leather with the throw in to Collins. Collins back to Gumphy. Gumphy in, and Ogunby gets number 2. 37 minutes gone. So after that demand more, we seem to have nice throw in from Leather. Collins back to Gumphy. Gumphy with the cross in, and yeah, the headed clearance by their defender under pressure from Cardwell, and the ball comes through to Ogunby. Suspicion of offside there, but clearly from the update it wasn't. Gumphy with the throw in to Riley. Riley's lost the ball, and Irwin plucks it out of the air as the cross comes in, very close to the goalkeeper there. Not seen a corner yet, so I'm guessing nothing. If there has been some corners, there's not really anything come from them, and that was a missed tackle there, and the header coming in from Bell. Irwin equal to it. Still down on possession, Statler, but 2 goals in 2 minutes has put us on the front foot, albeit equal with shots. We've had those a little bit more on target. Excuse me. And our XG is slightly better. We have had 5 corners, but obviously have not really come to anything because we've not had a corner highlight. And let's go through to the dressing room. Alright, things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Anybody not performing in this particular formation? All pretty much. Hines not having that good a game, but the key players, the midfielders, right, Scott Leather we've got to tell to take it easy. Point a finger, you need to stay calm. Yeah, generally Newby having a good game, Ogunby having a good game. There are key players from that point of view, and Collins and Walker in the centre of midfield also doing very well. So all said and done at the moment, we're okay as we kick off the second half. Cardwell back to Baines, Baines back to Leather, Walker. I wasn't too sure how Cardwell would get on being up front on his own. He does have Riley tucked in behind him, so it's not like he's completely missing his mate, but seems to be okay with it at the moment. They have an attack on at the moment as well. I think that was Hines with the block in there, and Irwin had made the dive, so if it had come off the second time, he was already down trying to get back up again. We're going to see the highlight again. Hines not quite getting the tackle there. The player beat him. That's the first shot, and it luckily ricocheted between the two of them, and Gumphy getting it away at the second attempt. A long throw and headed clear, but only as far as their players. Hines now headed ball out. Again, nobody there, and that's coming back for Hines. Hines will clear the ball long, looking for Cardwell, who he finds. Getting a couple of players on the overlap now. Newby coming in, and Newby has number 2, his second goal of the season, and he deserves that, really. He's having a good game. I know we've sort of suggested before that he's perhaps not the best player, but he's definitely done okay there. Got number 3, lovely ball, and the goalkeeper not getting to it. So an assist from Cardwell as well. We're going 11 points clear at the top. York coming up into second place now, and Hereford dropping down to third. Gumphy has picked up a yellow card. We're very quickly going to tell him to individual. Gumphy, calm down. I'm not sure I can do. Yes, I can. I can praise the team as well at the same time. Excellent. Headed ball out. I'm wondering, as we've got an extra body in midfield, albeit attacking midfield, whether that actually gives us a bit of extra credibility in defensive roles as well. Ogunby. Right, here's a first look at the corners here. Ball comes in and it didn't get quite far enough, but Collins leather and didn't come to anything, as it turns out. Goes down as a clear-cut chance, this. Riley, lovely ball through to Ogunby, and Ogunby makes the goalkeeper make the save, which is what it's all about. Right, Baines now. He's tired. I realise that we've gone to 73 minutes without making any changes, so I think it is high time to make a couple of changes. They've worked their little socks off today. Just realised we haven't got a central defending. So I think it's going to be a bit of a change around here. Hines for Baines. Yeah, Hines can come into there. Baines. Well, then O'Malley will come on for Baines. Newby is tired on this side. Yay. I've got Shenton in the middle here, but I haven't got anybody I can push out wide. I think we're going to stick with that for the minute. I do need to pay attention to who's on the bench in future, especially with this formation. We're going to ignore that because we've dealt with it. And we have a throw-in. Leather to Collins. Collins back to Newby. Newby got the ball back, and the ball was put in. Quite clear who, because I wasn't paying attention. But they have a counter-attack on now. O'Malley, his first touch of the ball that we've seen anyway, and he's come away with the ball. Lovely cross in, but too near to the goalkeeper, nowhere near Cardwell. And long ball out. Gumphy only as far as their player. Blocked, part blocked. Collins doing some defending in the area, manages to get it clear, and that comes to nothing. Right, might be changed to time to have a look. We've got 80 minutes on the clock. Let's go to 80 minutes properly. Here we go. Riley to man mark James Rowland, who's obviously causing us some trouble. Right, Collins can be replaced by Shenton. And then we still have a problem with the others because we've only got Ball, who really doesn't like playing on either side. Tempted to take Newby off and put Ball out there. It's not the most ideal, as it turns out, but and Ogunby will have to stay on, as will Leather. swap those two over, and there are changes. Throw in. Ogunby gets the ball, comes back to ball himself. Walker to Shenton. Shenton swings it out wide to Gumphy. Gumphy with the cross in, but again too close to Gray, and the goalkeeper mops up. Hines with the header down. Shenton to Riley, and he tried to pass it to Walker, but the midfield man got in the way. Long ball outside to Johnson, and it's coming inside. Danger here, and Irwin managing to make the save. Got a hand to it. Corner comes in and headed clear. As we go into injury time, 3 minutes of injury time to be played. We have a throw-in down in the corner. Leather with the throw-in to Shenton. Shenton to Riley. Riley to Leather. And I think Leather was offside. Somebody was offside anyway. And we end up with a 3-0 win. All in all, first time out with that particular formation. And I think we were okay, to be fair. Reasonably happy with that. Outstretched arms, going to go, well done lads, good win. So there is the table. We are first, we're having played 23 games, 58 points, goal difference of 37. York in second, having played 23 games on 47 points, so we're 11 points clear of them. Hereford are third on 45 points. How did Hereford get on today then? They must have lost or drawn, I'm thinking. Or did they not play? Maybe, just maybe. Yes, they did. They lost 1-0 to Bradford Park Avenue, which means that they still have that game in hand, but that will only put them 10 points behind us now. So we have opened up that gap a little bit more, as it turns out, and put Chester on the bottom as well. The real test now is if we stick with that formation against Fylde, the question arises, will that formation be good against bigger clubs? Worked against the likes of Chester, but we'll see. Might be a bit of trial and error as teams get to grips with us playing that formation. Superior finishing provides cutting edge for Chorley. And a pat on the head, or an arm, a handshake I think in this case, for Cardwell, who played a great game. And there we are. So, one game down. Can this be a winning episode? We're about to find out. And here we are with the team that is going to face Fylde in our National League North game. Irwin in goal. Hines, Baines, Leather and Gumphy are in defence as usual. Shenton and Collins in midfield with Ogunby, Riley and Newby in front of them. Cardwell continues up front, so pretty much an unchanged side apart from Shenton from the last match. And then on the bench we have Taylor, Halls, Andal Gibbons, Miller and Ball. So they are our strike force. I'm just trying to work out whether we need two of those on. And I might swap Andal Gibbons for Walker. Give Sam Walker a run out, albeit Calvelli could do with perhaps a game. I'll tell you what, let's put Calvelli on the bench couple of last minute changes there. So let's submit the team, see how we're going to get on here. Against Fylde, 2-1 win last time we played them away from home. And outstretched arms, carry on where you left off last time. Let's see if we can. Second of our 2 home games, and can we have a winning episode, please? And we've kicked off. Back to Baines, Baines to Leather, Leather to Gumphy, Gumphy with the ball forward for Cardwell, finds Riley, and the blocked tackle comes in. Gumphy with the ball now, Leather forward, finds Newby, Newby long ball looking for Cardwell, didn't find him as it turns out. And they have an attack here which needs to be cut out, as it was in the end. It was well wide. York City have taken the lead, so our lead at the top of the table down to 9 points as it currently stands. There were a few games midweek, so Hereford have used their game in hand up now, and only managed a draw if I remember rightly. Kidderminster Harriers did win, and put themselves just, I think it was 10 points behind us. We'll have a look at the table after this game, because all with those games being played, it will all be levelled out. Leather now back to Irwin. Irwin with the ball forward, finds Cardwell. Cardwell finds Collins. Collins over the top to Cardwell, and he's only managed to get it to the goalkeeper. But Ogunby, picking up the loose ball, fires it back in, and Cardwell with a sort of flicked backheel typey goal into the corner of the net, 23rd goal of the season. So Cardwell manages to get the save out of the goalkeeper, and yeah, the goalkeeper thought he was going to put down the left side, as it was he flicks it in the right, and we are goal to the good. Not reflected on the table yet in here. Leather with the long throw in, it's met by the defender. It's back to Baines now. Baines forward looking for Cardwell, finds Ogunby. Brilliant shot, and tipped over by the goalkeeper, and we have a corner. Collins with the corner, looking for Ogunby at the front, didn't get any further than that, and headed clear by the defender. And that's gone out for a corner to Fylde. And the corner obviously came to nothing. Have a throw in now. Leather to Collins. Gumphy looking for Cardwell, I think. Didn't find him. It's over the top this time. Riley's there. And number 2, 17 minutes gone. And this formation is looking quite formidable at the moment. Gumphy, lovely ball in. Didn't find Cardwell, but Collins mops up, lobs the ball over the top, and Riley is there. And yeah, they have a corner now. Corner comes in. Baines with the clearance. Long ball over into the corner. It's going to be mopped up by Burke. Burke, who gets the cross in, but headed out by Collins, doing defensive duties. Newby picks it up in midfield now. Newby to Cardwell. Cardwell, he's going on a run and has a shot. Not sure if that hit the crossbar, but that would have been some goal if it had gone in. Free kick to Fylde, and Irwin comes out and claims the ball. 26 minutes gone, 2-0 to Chorley, and at the moment looking like a possible winning episode. I'll speak to Spoon. Newby now forward to Cardwell. Cardwell, bang. Goalkeeper sticks his foot out to save. And pressure continues. Shenton with the corner. Puts it roughly where we wanted him to put it with the oncoming player, but nobody got it. Baines now manages to get the throw out of that. No, couldn't get round the defender. And Cardwell's shot is going down as a clear-cut chance. Throw in on the far side then. Leather with the long ball in. It's found Shenton. Shenton, I think that was goalward bound, and I think only the goalkeeper managed to pop it around the corner. Shenton with the ball in now as it comes back out. Half an hour gone. And we have another throw in on the far side. Hines to Riley. Riley back to Hines. Hines running down, crosses the ball in looking for Cardwell, who meets it with his head, but not a lot of power in it. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Tollett. Oh, crossed off and kicked off the line by Hines. Irwin, I think, missed that completely. But Hines was behind him and cleared the ball. So living on the nerves a little bit. Leather with the headed ball out. And then blocked by Hines, I think. Leather with the head out again. Newby waiting for it on the edge of the area. And he breaks. He's been tackled. And nothing given for the tackle. So obviously a good one. And pumped ball forward. Leather mopping up to Shenton. Shenton to Collins. Collins forward to Cardwell. Cardwell rounds the defenders. Gets a shot away. Just wide. Saw a bit of the goal. Thought, yep, let's have some of that. And ball goes out wide to Corden. Corden is in. Oh, Irwin picks up the ball. Bit of mopping up there. And half time comes. Seem to have had a lot of highlights there. So, yep, doing okay. Outstretched arms. Very happy with things are going. Keep it up, lads. And they kick off the second half. Ball forward from Fylde. Gumphy with headed clearance. Newby with the lobbed ball forward. I really need to be looking to bring those balls down and almost play them out of defence if we can. Lewis Riley getting tired now, as is Ogunby. A couple more minutes and we'll be looking for some changes. Riley with the headed clearance there. Cardwell back to Collins, and then Collins back to Baines, I think it was. Shenton looking for Cardwell. Cardwell's on the end of it and did nothing on this occasion. Not quite sure what happened. Cardwell, whether he thought he was offside or what, I don't know, but got to it and very, very lax shot as it was. And time for some changes. Let's have a look. Ogunby's on a yellow and Sean Miller can come on for him on that left side, and then at the minute I'm tempted not to bring anybody else on. In fact, can undo that for a minute and cancel that. We're just going to let it run for a little bit longer. I want to just see. Another yellow card been picked up now by Cardwell. So I think a couple of instructions. Calm down to Ogunby and Cardwell. Riley is tired now. He's gone tired first, so I think that could be our change. Riley for Miller. Albeit Shenton can play in that. Right, let's put Miller over there. I'm going to take Ogunby off and bring on Calvelli. Okay, and we'll confirm the changes. Moving on. Newbie tired now. And they have had a player sent off. Nathan Pond gets his second yellow card. And with that, Newbie is tired. We can't really take him off because we haven't got another wide player. But Andy Halls can come on for Gumphy. So we'll make that change as our final change. And also, what we're also going to do here is we're going to, I can't at the minute. It's going to drop a bit of praise, but we can't. Baines now with the ball forward to Miller. Miller comes inside looking for Calvelli. Newbie headed in looking for Cardwell. Couldn't find him. Calvelli to Miller. Back to Calvelli. Calvelli now to Newbie. Newbie again trying to find. Didn't find him. Leather over the top to Cardwell, and Cardwell just puts that just wide of the upright. Very similar move twice in a row there, but Leather the second time, ball over the top. Cardwell on the volley, and it goes wide. Baines with the headed ball in. Calvelli to Collins. Collins out to Miller. Miller inside to Calvelli. Calvelli wide to Newbie. Newbie back across to Calvelli. Calvelli getting a lot of the game here. Now Shenton to Newbie. Newbie to... Oh, and that's wide. Definitely finding their way through, but to no avail. And this could well be the end of the game coming up. And indeed, there it is. A winning episode. 2-0 win against Fylde. Really played them in the end. 17 shots, 10 on target, 47% possession. So not particularly terrific in the possession stakes. Happy with the result and the way you played. So change in formation has been quite good for us all in all. Let's have a look at the table. And I don't want to do that. We want to go for the table, please. Here's the table. So as it currently stands, we've all played 24 games apart from Bradford Park Avenue down here and Kettering, which isn't going to bother us at all. So as we look at it, it is as it is. Chorley played 24, goal difference to 39, 61 points. Kidderminster Harriers second with 50 points, so 11 points clear of them. And York also having played 24 games on 50 points. Hereford 24 and 49. And then there's a 10-point gap to Guiseley, who are on 39. So really quite a gap coming down here now as the season goes on. So in good fettle as it is, folks. So that is a good episode for today, a good return. We will be coming back for, I think, looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 5. We'll be coming back for Kettering Town and Hereford in the next episode. That's what we're potentially looking at. Kettering and Hereford in the next episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and keep up to date with future episodes as the series are released. New episodes currently released every Wednesday and Friday for To Be a Legend at 4:15 p.m. And why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 for all the updates on this channel and more, plus all the new series. Don't forget, make your New Year's resolution. Subscribe and thumbs up. It all helps. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good new year, and we'll see you again on Wednesday for the next episode.